Hello and welcome to a Knicks Nation post-game summer edition. Appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in tonight for the Knicks Nation post-game show. Really want to thank all of you for giving me your time. Thank you again. Knicks win a summer league game, ladies and gentlemen. They win a summer league game. They move to 1-2. They have one more game left, and they beat the Brooklyn Nets 97-93. Final score 97-93. Let me do the other screen for you guys. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Put up the box score. Let me zoom out so you guys can actually see it. How are you guys doing? I appreciate every single one of you guys in here. Thanks for giving me your time. Tyler Kolek. Hey now, Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek, what's going on, Tyler Kolek? Where are my drops? Damn, I miss my drops. I miss you guys. This Rover, what's going on? Appreciate you in here. Yuri. What up, Yuri? Appreciate you in here. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here. Yeah, just wanted to chop it up with you guys. Look, we'll talk about some stuff in this game, but I just wanted to come out here and talk Knicks. 8 o'clock. Man, I wish the games finished at 8 o'clock. Eastern. That's beautiful. 8 o'clock. The Knicks are in Vegas. Obviously, they won their first summer league game, and here is their box score. So Tyler Kolek had an amazing first half, 25 points, 4 steals, 4 assists. Could have had more assists in that first half. Marshawn Beauchamp actually had a good game. Actually had an amazing second half from Beauchamp in this game. But in the first half, he was missing everything. So Kolek, I think, could have had more assists in this game. But Tyler Kolek, after his first couple of games of him just being absolutely putrid and terrible, Tyler Kolek comes out and it kind of like sends a message a little bit like, look, man, I heard the noise. I heard you guys talking ish on X and on YouTube and everything. But it's good to see Tyler Kolek, number 13. Balling out, 5 of 12 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 4 steals, 4 turnovers. You got to cut back on that. Kolek, the thing about Tyler Kolek, right? I wasn't necessarily worried about his poor play during his first couple of games because we've seen him perform well on the big stage. We've seen him perform well in the bright lights, right? We just never really got a consistent opportunity to watch him play. So the turnovers, I remember there was a stretch where he actually got some playing time with Jalen Brunson out, right? This was last season when I think he had the assist to turnover ratio was what, 20? He had 25 assists over like 4 or 5 games with no turnovers or something like that. So I don't really take too much credence in the fact that he's turning the ball over a lot in the summer league because it's a new system. The players around him aren't that great and they're playing extremely physical with him. One thing about Kolek is that he's small, right? And that's a disadvantage that he has. He's small, but today he played bigger than his size. And I just love the way he came out today. Came out on a mission. Now, granted, no Pacome Daddier, no Kevin McCullough due to a bruised nose from McCullough. McCullough last game was amazing, by the way. Didn't do I haven't done post games for the summer league game. Let me know if you want me to do another post game next game. There's only one more game, but I don't know if you guys wanted me to come on here and do it. I'll do it. But Kevin McCullough was awesome last game. Was awesome. And Pacom Daddy got hurt. Hopefully, he was in a boot on the bench, so hopefully he's okay. But I see most of you guys trickling in here. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here. El Figgy, Dis Rover, Yuri, TA. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Sean, what's going on? But yeah, Tyler Kolek with an amazing performance. 5 of 12 from 3. 6 of 6 from the line. Beauchamp again. Second half was great for Beauchamp. 25 points, 2 steals, 2 assists. But you know, Beauchamp doesn't really have a future with us. You know, it's his fourth year in the league, and he was a first-round pick by Milwaukee, I believe. I really was hoping that he would turn into something for us last year, especially. Didn't really turn into anything for us. 4th year in the league, 4th time. I think it's his 4th time in the summer league. But you just have to give him credit for bouncing back in the second half after, again, a bad first half and, quite frankly, a bad first couple of games if you want to really, you know, get into it. But, you know, shout out to Beauchamp. Look, it's hard in the NBA, man. It's hard in the league to make it. And I see a lot of people like making fun of him, like it's his 4th year in the league and he shouldn't be in the summer league. But yeah. Look, man, it's hard. The best of the best in the world play in the NBA. And just give credit for Beauchamp for having a great second half. And I tip my cap to Beauchamp for doing that. 9 of 9 from the free throw line from Beauchamp. You love to see that. You love to see that. Making your free throws. Hey, now. But yeah, once again, little post-game action. Knicks moved to 1-2 on the Las Vegas Summer League. During the Las Vegas Summer League, the Brooklyn Nets with 5 first-round picks are 0-3. Now, granted, I think 3 of those first-round picks didn't play today, but still. Brooklyn, don't know what you're doing over there. Hit some of these comments. Yuri says we should. Post-game interview would go hard. Sean said, did Dink play? Yes, Dink did play, but only played 14 minutes. 14 minutes. 5 points, 6 boards for Dink. Huck and Diawara giving me good basketball. We'll get to Diawara. There we go. Sheesh. Kim says, trade Brunson. Tyler should start. Overreaction. Bruh. Kim, appreciate you bringing the comment in here, but yeah. Look, Kolek with a good game. Good bounce back game from Tyler Kolek. Tippy cap to him. What you want to see from these second-year guys, right? These sophomore guys, Pacom Daddy, McCullough, Kolek, you want to see them dominate a little bit. I mean, these guys should be playing really well. And the concern was with Tyler Kolek was that he wasn't playing well at all in the first couple of games. Now, granted, new system, new, like players around him, and you know, so I'll give him a pass on that. But these sophomore players should be able to dominate in the second year playing summer league. They should be way better, not way better, but they should be better than the rookies. And we have seen a little bit of spurts, especially McCullough Jr. last game was awesome. Just hope that he's okay. I really have high hopes for McCullough Jr. Huck Porty has been really good with the rebounding. 4 points last game. I believe he had 9 rebounds last game. Huck Porty has been good around the rim with the push shots. He had a push shot today, which I really love to see, looking like Isaiah Hartenstein out there. So, but let's get to Diawara, right? I know, Kim, it's a joke. I know. Let's get to Diawara. So, Mohamed Diawara, right? 26 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field, all 4 from 3. His last 3 was like in and out. I really wanted him to hit it. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 points. There's something about him that I like, right? He's coming in to this Knicks team, which I would be, I mean, I'm going to be excited watching him play in Westchester, but if he could make outside shots with his size and defensive ability, it's lookout in my opinion. He's raw, but in my opinion, he is talent. The talent is there. Guys, he is 6'10", and just watching him on the court, fight for offensive rebounds, pushing the ball. His handling is actually really impressive for his size, like really impressive for his size. And that has surprised me a little bit. Again, if he can make outside shots, he can defend pretty good. And one underrated trait, one underrated characteristic in his game is his passing. His passing ability has been super impressive, in my opinion. Now, if you look at the box score, if you look at the stats, they don't blow you away, right? 7 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. I don't want you guys to stat watch. I know you guys are like watching these games, but just watch him. When he has the ball on the break, he is pushing it. And another thing is he is making some great decisions with the basketball, some great reads with the basketball. There was a pass he had today where he flung that thing across the court to a man in the corner for 3, and I was like, man, that pass alone was just impressive. 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, guys. He's been impressive in my opinion. He had a little jab step mid-range jump shot today, and I was like, man, if he kind of reminds you of like a Pascal Siakam a little bit, but he really does have to work on his shot, right? That's one thing where he has to really take time in the gym. And when summer league is over, Yuri says how many summer games are Sean says how many summer games are there? There's one more, I believe, if the Knicks don't make the summer league playoffs, which I don't think they're going to make. There's one more. Could be another one. Mistake me if I'm wrong, but there could be another one. But I'll be excited. I'm super excited to watch Diawara, and you see what the New York Knicks saw in him when they drafted him. Energy, handles are great, his passing ability, his just will to fight for offensive rebounds as well, which I've been seeing. Again, all 4 from 3 today, but does need to work on his shot. And I feel like if he can get that down pack, I feel like he has all the other tools to be a really good player in the NBA. Stuff you really can't teach, right? The decision making, the will, the fight, and just the ability to use his wingspan and grab rebounds over people, which, I mean, he's 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. I mean, I just like what I've seen from Diawara, so hopefully we see good things from him in the future, right? Because I was excited watching him play these last couple of games, especially. Just little things. Again, doesn't really show up in the box score, but if you watch him, I just love his tenacity out there. He's like a ball of energy, and he's 6'10" doing that. So really excited to watch him in summer league, and he's an intriguing player, man. That's going to be a name to watch because the upside, I think, is tremendous for him, right? And again, we're Knicks fans. We're going to talk up these young players and hope they become these superstar players, and most of the time, 90% of the time, that doesn't pan out, right? I mean, we can go down the list in the last 10 to 15 years. It doesn't pan out. But there's certain players when you watch play, it's like, okay, if he can just get a shot, if he can just make the 3 consistently, like 35%, I'm not even asking above 35%. If he can hit that shot like 34% from 3 and do the other things really well and defend and rebound, like if he can do all of those things, not asking for him to do that in the first year, of course, but if he can develop into, I mean, the upside is there with him. So shout out to him, and shout out to the Knicks for getting it done today. They got to win. I guess that's important. Hit some of these comments. Once again, appreciate you guys in the chat. Diawara handles the ball well for a big man. That is from Sean in the chat. Yes. He does really well for a big man, like really well, impressively. Like there was some highlights out there that I was watching. I'm like, bro, he's impressive. Let's go to Teg's Twitter, show you what I'm talking about. All right. So here's the pass that I'm talking about. Number 1. Let me just make this bigger and put this highlight in the chat. So here is the pass that I'm talking about from Diawara. Like, watch his handles and watch him go to the left. On the money. Look at those passes, ladies and gentlemen. That's, look, this is you know how hard this pass is? I know it's not hard, but to get this ball in between these defenders, because either one of these defenders can just deflect this, and this can easily be a steal. But the torque on this ball, I mean, I love it. And this was the mid-range jump shot that I was talking about from him. Excuse me. And yeah, I just can't. I'm excited. Look, it's going to be a journey for him. It's not going to be. Look at that. Let me replay that again. Jab stat, midi. Look, if he could just develop that consistently, like, I would be thrilled, right? I would be thrilled. Because let's be honest, guys. The New York Knicks need these guys to develop like they do, right? El Figgy says, I love seeing Diawara diving across the court. Summer League is aggressive. Got to be hungry to make the roster. Yeah. Love it. Let's be honest. The New York Knicks need these guys to develop. They need Pacom Daddier to be something. Kolek, I still have high hopes for him. McCullough Jr. looks good. Durability has been an issue for him throughout his career, but Daddier, McCullough Jr., Kolek, Hukporti, Diawara, one of these guys has to, or two of these guys, maybe even three of these guys, but let's play the odd. I mean, two of these guys have to really form into shape and possibly be in a rotation, because we're already stamping Ariel Hukporti to be in a rotation, are we not? If we're starting Mitchell Robinson, who is our backup center? Are we just going small, or is Ariel Hukporti going to be our backup center? We're already stamping Hukporti to be our backup center. So he has to develop really well, and I feel like he will. And I'm liking what I'm seeing in the Summer League thus far, and we saw good things last year from him. Tyler Kolek is the one where I honestly question. Like, I do. Like, I question if he is going to be a serviceable backup guard for us. Like, is there playing time for Kolek? Now, the New York Knicks still have one more slot to fill. The New York Knicks still have a vet minimum to sign. And it was rumored today that Ben Simmons, the New York Knicks, are still searching. They're still knocking on the door for Ben Simmons. So, is there playing time for Tyler Kolek? Pacom Daddier, McCullough, that's intriguing to me. One of those players, either Daddier or McCullough, I think they'll battle it out. I think they'll fight it out, but I have high hopes for them, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing from McCullough Jr. Like, really liking what I'm seeing from McCullough Jr. Daddier in the first game was really good in terms of efficiency shooting the ball. Unfortunately, he got hurt. Don't think he's going to play again in the Summer League. Daddier is the wild card, right? It's the wild card. These guys are going to battle it out during training camp, right? And now we got Diawara, but I think that's a year away, right? So, but what I'm trying to say is, prior to this game, it's kind of like the Knicks were 0-2, and it's kind of been like, like the young guys are just like, okay, like that's nice, but it's nothing like eye-popping to like really get excited for. Like, we're like nitpicking a little bit. At least I'm nitpicking a little bit, right? You own your first round pick next year, but hopefully one of these guys will, really develop into their own and make the make the rotation. So, El Figgy says, all kidding aside, one of the reasons Kolek looked better was they were not pressing him as hard today, as in the first two games. Just saw some highlights, and he has to be able to get around that. This rower says they were pressing him a little bit. They doubled the crowd. Second half, it was they shut him down in the second half. But first half, he was really good. First couple of games in the summer league, El Figgy, Tyler Kolek was really struggling with the physicality and really struggling with the pressing and really struggling with his defenders, quite frankly, just playing physical with him. And that's why he was struggling those first 2 games. Tonight was way better than the first couple of games. But yes, that is going to be something to look at because Tyler Kolek is undersized. He is. He's a small guard who defensively is a liability. Now, we saw some good things today defensively, some deflections and whatnot. I think he had, like 4 steals today? 3 steals today for Kolek? 4 steals. So you like that. But I honestly just can't see a path to consistent playing time for him. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I just can't see a path right now, especially if the Knicks bring in another guard. Like, another veteran guard. Like, if Marcus Smart gets bought out, then it's Tyler Kolek is just going to be parked on the bench. Like, I just, right now, I just don't really see a path. Now, Mike Brown could surprise us, and Kolek could, come into training camp guns a-blazing. Tonight was a really good performance, but I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to mix and match the rotation in my head. And if you're starting Mitchell Robinson, then Hokporti, I think, is definitely going to be a backup center. Your backup center, right? So I'm pretty much stamping him in the rotation. But McCullough and Dadier, those two are going to fight it out. Battle it out. And that's okay. That's fun. But the New York Knicks need like one of those guys to really come into their own and really take a stranglehold off that bench, in my opinion. Look, Dadier was your first round pick, man. He's been playing well. Love his shot, smooth. Still 19, crazy. High hopes for Dadier. Dorkosaurus Diawara was very impressive. Yes, he was. We just got done talking about him. Appreciate you in the chat, Dorkosaurus. Hope all is well. Mike in the chat. What's going on, Mike? Whoa. There we go. I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from McCullough Jr. and Dadier. I believe they will get more minutes this year. Kolek is too small and doesn't have a bag to be aggressive enough. Loving what I'm seeing from McCullough Jr. and Dadier, especially McCullough Jr. Last game was just filthy, in my opinion, even though the Knicks lost that game. But was wearing the mask and, he dropped a 30 spot and got to the line. One thing about McCullough is that he really knows how to get to the free throw line, and that's a skill in which, most players in the NBA develop. And McCullough Jr. seems like he already has that skill. And McCullough Jr. can defend a little bit. He has the size. He can handle. His outside shot can be streaky, but he's a great cutter and just great around the rim. Just like great with the herky-jerky stuff, and I just love that type of player. And obviously, Dadier has been great as well. His efficiency has been good for the most part, and you just hope that he's okay with that foot. But yes, Dadier he's 19, was their first-round pick last year. Didn't really crack the rotation. Most say that's because of Tom Thibodeau. But this year, in his sophomore year, a lot of people are wondering, like, which one of these guys are going to crack the rotation? Is it going to be Dadier? Is it going to be McCullough? Because, look, as we've seen over these first 3 Summer League games, is that you see the core of the youth. Like, everyone else, like, Diawara, we've seen some good things from him. Beauchamp, not going to be here. Kolek is going to be here. Bay, not going to be here. Najee, I don't think he's going to be here. Maybe they sign him to a 2-way. Or if they have already, I'm not sure. Excuse me if I'm getting that wrong. But Najee's a ball of energy. Still raw. Extremely raw. So, Pate, I think, I don't like, you see the core. It's Dadier, it's Hokporti, it's Kolek, it's McCullough, And I'm loving what I'm seeing from Diawara. So those guys need to develop for the New York Knicks, because the way the salary cap is and the way everything is structured right now, like, your starting five is elite. Your bench is pretty damn good. But it'll be nice to see one of these guys like really like start to develop and really start to take off. And I feel like we will see that, honestly. I feel like we will see that, right? Dorkasaurus says, good bounce back from Tyler Kolek. Yeah, really good bounce back from Tyler Kolek. Did you hear Tom Crean say Pacom Daddy would have been a lottery pick if he was an American? Yes, I did hear that. End of the broadcast, he said he thought Pacom Daddy would have been a lottery pick if he was in America. Let's see it, right? Give us consistent minutes. That's what we wanted last year. Consistent minutes from Daddy. Now again, McCullough Jr. is knocking on that door, man. Knocking on that door. So, and that's a good problem. Those are good problems to have, right? You want your young players performing well in these summer league games rather than playing like crap. Because it's good to talk about, and it's good to, you know, have some hope going into the season that these guys, all right, they look good and they can perform in the regular season. So, Chris in the chat says, hit the like button and subscribe. What's going on, Chris? Let's go, Knicks. Excited to see our Knicks this upcoming season. McCullough, Pac-Man, Diawara, and Najee should play this year. I don't care who don't play. Them four are the most skilled than anything else we have, not named Brunson or Cat. What's going on, Size 9? Appreciate you in here. Yeah, Diawara we spoke about, man. 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. Just a ball of energy out there, using his size, his passing, in my opinion, is above my expectation already. His dribbling, he can handle the rock, man. He can handle the rock. He can go coast to coast. No problem. No problem from Diawara. At 6'10". Now he's a little bit hunched over. That's okay. If he develops a shot, he'll be really good. He'll be really good. So, Knicks moved to 1-2 in the summer league. They have one more game. But I love what I saw today from especially Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek was catching them slings and arrows. Look, quite frankly, as he should have. Like, he was playing like crap, man. I was concerned. Like, I was like, you know, a summer league, I get it. But I was like, man, Kolek is really struggling out there. And tonight was a good game to kind of, you know, get that monkey off his back and kind of have everyone breathe a little bit. But the limitations are there with Kolek, and in my opinion, it's going to be really hard for him to crack the rotation as it stands right now. Because if you look at it, man, our starting five is set. Then your guards are Deuce and Clarkson off the bench, right? And then you figure Josh Hart, that's 3 already, right? Does Daddy crack it? Does McCullough Jr. crack it? So the rotation, you're hoping, expands, and I feel like it will, because now we have a new coach. So, like I said, it's just good problems to have, man. Hopefully these guys can come into their own, and hopefully they can put out a good performance in the last game of the summer league, which I don't think Daddy is going to play because he was in a boot. So hopefully it's nothing serious, but you saw McCullough with the mask on. But yeah. El Figgy says Diawara could come in for OG and or Mikal in blowout games. I want to see him develop in real games. Yes, if he's with the club, right? If he's with the club, because you figure he's going to be playing in Westchester a lot. So, you know, which I'm going to be tuning in a lot, because I personally think, look, I feel like, I honestly feel this way, like, you know, in a year or two, if he develops an outside shot, we could see some rotation minutes from Diawara. Maybe by next year. Right? Or is that me being just too like over optimistic. Am I being too reactionary when I'm saying that? I don't know. And you got Yabu, right? Huck Porty. So, look, somebody's going to pop in the rotation off the bench, one of the second-tier players. And I honestly don't know who it is. It's going to, look, honestly, there's going to be games where Coach Mike Brown just has to really expand the rotation and really give these guys an opportunity. Like, there's going to be games where you're probably going to see McCullough Jr. out there, and he's going to provide some good things, right? Some defense, some cutting, some just diving for loose balls. Like, he's again, his shot is a little bit inconsistent. There's going to be games when Diawara, in my opinion, is the one where, in my opinion, this coaching staff has to give the first crack at and see what he can bring, right? See what Diawara can bring you. Because the tools are there, the shot is there, the size is there, the motor is there. So I'm excited for these guys, and hopefully one of them can form into their own. Because look, we need them to, right? We need them to. Mike says, honestly, I think it goes to McCullough Jr. If it's one player, he does all the right things without the ball. He shoots well, attacks the basket, and plays defense. These are the things coaches love. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. These are the things the coaches love. Exactly what you just stated is what McCullough Jr. does. And like I said, he's on the rise, right? There were sites out there projecting him to be a first-round pick last year if it wasn't due to the injuries. Remember, he said before the Summer League that this is essentially his rookie season, McCullough Jr., because of the lack of playing time he got last year. He was hurt half of the year, then he returned, right? I think he got back-to-back triple-doubles with the Westchester Knicks. So the upside is there with McCullough Jr., and quite frankly, he could be the one to leapfrog Diawara. We shall see. But in the Summer League, when he dropped 31 the last game, I was like, okay. This was last game. 31 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 4 rebounds, and got to the free throw line, I think 9 times in the last game from McCullough Jr. So, excited stuff. El Figi says, Diawara just turned 20 years old. He's young and hungry. We can work with that. Yes, we can. And like I said, Diawara, 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, mid-range jumper. He hit one today. Almost had a lob from Tyler Kolek today on the baseline. Caught it one hand that, rimmed in and out. That was kind of filthy, and I really wanted him to convert that lob. But unfortunately, he didn't. And look, if Diawara can make his outside shot consistently, not like 35%, right? Defense ability is there. I'm excited. I'm really excited watching him grow and watching him develop. Like, really excited. And his passing ability has thoroughly impressed me. Thoroughly. Decision making has impressed me as well. And that's something we need. We need that size, man. Can't teach size. Can't teach size. They got to play McCullough and Pac-Man together. You give them 2 years, they're going to be a problem. Nostalgic. What's going on, Nostalgic? Appreciate you in here. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here, man. All right, so vet minimum. We got one more slot to fill, ladies and gentlemen. Who will it be? Ben Simmons, who the New York Knicks have been checking in on for the past couple of days? Will it be Brogdon? Will it be a buyout with Smart? Is it another big? Do you fill that spot? Will be interesting to see what direction the New York Knicks go in. I've heard both sides of the Ben Simmons argument. And he's Ben Simmons. You're not looking for scoring. You're not looking for anything to make you jump out of your seat. If you're going to bring in Ben Simmons, you're looking for his ability to dribble the ball or his ability to defend 1 through 4. Their ability is a problem. So we shall see regarding that. Yuri says, I'm in the post-game call. Yes, let's take some calls tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How about we take some calls? I've spoken enough. Let me let you guys call in. If you're new here, just hit the Discord link that is pinned up in the YouTube chat. Join the Discord channel. We have 134 members in that channel. I'm looking to get it to about 200 before the season starts. Every single one of the members, I really do appreciate you. You guys have different roles in the Discord. If you guys call in during post games, I get you in here. I get everyone in here. I don't miss a caller. I get everyone in here. So, and you also get live NBA scores when the season starts and whatnot. And you also get a 24/7 Knicks chat. All right. Once again, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Let me just all right.
And it's been a while, brother.
Yuri, what's going on? It's been a while. It's been a couple of months. How are you? How's your summer? Hope all is well.
Hope your summer's been good. Hope your family's been blessed.
Likewise. Appreciate that. What's on your mind?
So I watched Tyler Kolek, the white boy can play. I'm happy to see him bounce back. A good bounce back game from him. I didn't have my worries about Tyler Kolek. I feel like he did get exposed, though, those 2 early summer games.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows he's got a lot to work on,
Yeah.
To be the backup point guard. So.
Do you feel like he can crack the rotation or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think so.
Yeah, there's just too many guards there, man. You got not too many guards. I shouldn't say that, but you just got Brunson, Deuce, and Jordan now to handle the rock. And
he's facing a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Right now. If anything, this game proved to me that it's killed the worries of his bad starts. And if anything, I think these 2 past games helped him realize what he has to work on even more.
Yeah.
He has to work on knowing how big the pressure is going to be. He's got to work on the physicality. I'm not saying he was soft. It looks like he did bulk up over the summer. I did see some improvements, but I do feel like his big weakness is the pressure. He got pressured heavy these last 2 games. And
yeah, he has. Yep.
So him having a bounce back game was huge. Just to give the front office a little confidence in him. Just a little. Not going to say it's a lot. But I really was impressed with Pacome and Kevin McCullough these last 2 summer games.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that they played. I know they both didn't play because, they have minor injuries. I heard the injuries were nothing major. Kevin has a nasal congestion, and Pacome just had a big toe issue. So that to me, and it wasn't that serious. Thank God. So there's that. Mahoma Diawara and James Nagy are the ones I really liked. You had James Nagy with the length. He's defense ready in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think they're going to develop him in the G League. Mohamed Diawara, I could definitely see him getting that rookie spot. He's raw, defense-wise.
Yeah. He's good, man.
He's
I like his size, man. He's good.
There is one thing that upsets me about this Summer League. I know it's Summer League. We really do need a shooter on this team.
Yep.
If there's one thing that opened my eyes on the Summer League,
no shooting.
No shooters.
Nope. I think one of the games they started, like 1 of 20 or something like that. 1 of 19 or something.
1 of 16.
Oh, 1 of 16.
You missed a couple numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 of 16.
There's no shooters on there. Look, Daddier is probably their best shooter on the team. Kolek, obviously, tonight was 5 of 12 from 3. But, yeah, you're right. And that's even something that people want on the big squad, shooters. And that leads me
Shooters
to,
became hella important now.
yeah, like, do the Knicks go just re-sign Landry Shamet because of just his shooting ability, and he can play
Which
defense a little bit.
we've heard today he's been in talks with the Knicks.
Yeah.
I don't want to get everyone hopes up. If everything goes well, no team has a crack at him. Landry resigns with the Knicks. I think they go after Landry personally, and
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think they go after Marcus Smart. I think the rumors we're hearing about Marcus Smart, Ben Simmons, I don't care if Ian Bakley confirms it. I think they're all smokescreens. If you want my honest hot take on that.
Yeah. It could. Yeah. It could be. I honestly don't think they signed Ben Simmons. I think, yeah, like you said, it's just one of those things where he's trying to gauge interest, and his agent's probably like reaching out and saying, "Look, this team is interested." I don't think they go that route because,
I don't think so either.
yeah, it's too much of a risk. Although
Injury prone.
yeah,
He doesn't score. He gives you defense. He gives you playmaking. Gives you passing. You
yeah,
can't go wrong with Ben Simmons in my case. I've heard both sides of it. You can't go wrong with it. But the way I look at it is we need a shooter. This team needs shooters. Landry was a shooter. Tibbs didn't use him properly.
yeah,
And these past few days, Ant, I had to hear, maybe Tibbs was right for not using Tyler Kolek, man, not using Pacome.
yeah. How about
You
that?
had no idea how. I had to hear it. Even I was saying it to us like, maybe Tibbs had a good point about not using Tyler Kolek. Even I said it.
Yeah,
I wasn't panicking, though. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But it was just criminal to not even put those players in a game. I think the real reason why Tibbs didn't use the rookies was because he was trying to compile wins. The people need to understand we're in win now. We're in a championship contender. And I understand Tibbs' point of view from it. Like, I'm really going to leave games in for rookies?
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I see
No,
the
I get
point
it.
of view. I get the argument.
Yuri, got anything else? Really appreciate you calling in.
No, I just feel like, oh yeah, actually, I do have one more point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mike Deuce spoke about Mike Brown today. Mike Brown, him and Deuce are talking. Him and the players are talking.
You love
And
it.
it goes to show how Mike Brown is developing relationships off the court. We saw him yapping it up with Cat. We saw him yapping it up with Bridges. And now we just heard Deuces talking to Mike Brown. So he's getting the players to buy into his ideas. We're already seeing a change in the locker room, and we're already seeing a change with the culture.
Yeah.
Mike Brown's leading it, and I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Yes,
That's my
sir.
final thought.
Appreciate you, Yuri. Thank you always for the support. Thank you for tuning in to the Knicks
God bless.
Nation. God bless, man. Hope all as well. Yeah. Really valid points from Yuri, man. Shout out to Yuri in the chat. Yeah, Mike Brown is at Summer League, of course. You want your head coach there, sitting next to Leon Rose. James Dolan was at Summer League tonight, by the way. Sitting right next to Leon Rose and, the front office. And, yeah, that's one thing in which you hear a lot is the relationships. Mike Brown even said it in his press conference. He said, the number one thing I want to do is build relationships, create that line of communication. Mikal already spoke highly of him. Deuce already spoke highly of him, as they will, of course. I'm not going to say anything negative, but it's good to see that, Mikal out there. Mikal, look, say what you want about Mikal Bridges. I know, he's a polarizing player regarding, Knicks fans. Some love him, some hate him. But this man really takes the time out and, tries to develop line of communications with the young players. And that is important in today's NBA. I mean, Mikal seems to have relationships with most of our young players in the gym with them, sitting baseline, sitting courtside. And that is important. Now, he's due for an extension, and he probably will get it. So we just have to wait and see regarding the Mikal Bridges extension. But you love to see that, of course. And yeah, I mean, you love to see Deuce speak highly of him, Mikal Bridges speak highly of Mike Brown. And I don't know if Cat spoke highly of him, but of course they will. They're not going to talk down on Mike Brown. They're not. And it's just a wait and see show, right? It's a wait and see show, but good step in the right direction thus far. We've seen some good showings from the Rooks. and so on and so forth. Appreciate that, Chris. Chris, you didn't text me back, sir. I'm upset with Chris. He did not text me back. Shout out to you, Chris, my podcast co-host in here. Size 9 said his relationship was good. So good he can't last more than 3 years anywhere. El Figgy says Kevin McCullough will be fired this season. Yes, he will. I have high hopes for McCullough Jr. and his last post game. I mean, his last game prior to when he hurt his bruised nose. Really, yo, McCullough, watch out for him, man. I think if there's anyone that's really going to give us something next season, if I were to guess, out of McCullough, Daddy A, Kolek, I'm going to say McCullough Jr. Right now on July 15th. Things can change, but I'm going to say McCullough. Right? So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, this was fun, guys. Any other news that came out since I've been live? Yeah, I mean, it's Summer League, you know. It's nothing really to, get too overly optimistic on, and there's nothing really to get too down on. Kolek had 2 bad first games. Kolek had a great game today. So you take the ebbs and flows, but like I said, you're seeing some reports out there that the New York Knicks are having trouble already running Mike Brown's offense. That's why they started 0-2. Bro, Mike Brown got here like 2 minutes ago. I think I saw that from Stefan Bondi, who was a really respected reporter. Like, the Knicks are struggling implementing Mike Brown's pace. Bro, Mike Brown just got here, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's Summer League. These guys, most of these guys on the Summer League are not going to be in the NBA. Like, come on. Can we relax a little bit? Sheesh. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I mean, no other Knicks news. Just guys enjoying their summer. Yeah, you saw Cat there in Summer League. You saw OG Anunoby there in Summer League. You saw Mikal Bridges there in Summer League. Who else am I missing? Deuce McBride was there in Summer League. I think those are the only, notable names that were in Summer League. Obviously, the coaching staff was all there, and you love to see that. And yeah, I mean, after Summer League is when it really starts to get slow again. But there's still things to watch out for. The Mikal Bridges extension, Mitchell Robinson. Again, those two are due for an extension. Do they extend? The Giannis trade is still out there. Ian Begley said that the reason that one point as to why Mikal and Mitch haven't really extended yet, or the Knicks haven't really been, aggressive to extend them, is that Giannis is still out there. So if you extend them now, you can't trade them. So that's another thing to look at. So after Summer League, it really starts to become a little bit slow, but you still have extensions to deal with. And then it's like go time after, like, at the end of August, kind of, right? Then things start to really pick up. Some trades start to really pick up. And then we just have to wait and see who the Knicks fill the last roster spot with, right? Who do they sign? Because that will be telling, in my opinion, on who they think out of the sophomore players or the rookie in Mohamed Diawara will come up and blossom, right? If they sign a guard, right? Like, if Marcus Smart gets bought out, Knicks sign him, Tyler Kolek ain't playing. I mean, I don't think he's playing now, but that will be telling to see who the Knicks go with. Or they can just bring in Shamet for more shooting, and I will be fine with that as well. So it's wait and see approach, wait and see game. Mike, yeah, hilarious, man. Hilarious. Yeah, it is a good narrative to think about. It is. After the first Summer League game, that's what we saw. Knicks are struggling, adapting to Mike Brown's run and gun offense, this and that. Bro, come on. It's summer, I know. You want to get these articles out, but come on now. Self-promotion a little bit. I got to TikTok. I got an Instagram. Follow me over there at Knicks Nation on Instagram, at Knicks Nation _ on TikTok. I will be going live throughout the season during the games over on the TikTok channel. Got a website, knicksnationmedia.com. Appreciate the members in here. Mike, appreciate you for staying a member. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, have a good evening. Knicks win. I will be back during their final Summer League game. And enjoy your evening, enjoy your night, and enjoy your day tomorrow. And I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here. As always, it's Let's Go Knicks. Peace.